Hey guys, Beats here, or Matt, whichever you want to call me is cool. Um, I'm gonna bring you a commentary, uh, of how I got into sniping. Now, by all means, this is not about the gameplay. This is actually a pretty bad gameplay compared to my standards. Um, but anyway, let's cut to the chase. So, this is how I got into sniping. I got into sniping around a little bit after the middle of MW3, and this is the reason why. My friend was a sniper. Sometimes, he would snipe in private match. We used to 1v1, things like that. And so one day we were 1v1ing, and we usually tied up. We were around the same skill level. Um, and then one day I lost, and I I felt like, I've gotten worse, and I need to really, you know, pick up my skills on sniping. So, therefore, I started getting a bunch of friends, and they would 1v1 me in private match in MW3, and I started getting more friends and more friends. Then I started doing like 3v1s and 4v1s, and I started getting slowly better. But Black Ops 2 is probably the first game I actually started using the sniper in public match. Besides MW3, I used to use a sniper in public match only on drop zone, but I still wasn't that good. And if you look at my MW3 clips, there's almost a C4 kill in almost every one of them, because I still wasn't good at, clearing out with a sniper. Um, so who I have to really thank for getting me to where I am right now and getting me better at sniping is the Night Clan, especially Night Blown, former Night Styles, former Night Phantom. He's a leader of a clan named HP. I'll link that in the description. Um, but Night Phantom the most really got me to where I am right now, because he kind of inspired me to start, kill feeding and start recording and start putting my stuff on YouTube. But it wasn't until this Christmas where I got a PVR, and I just got my laptop not too long ago. And then, so now that I have all my equipment, I'm going to start posting regularly. And, well, besides that, former Night Phantom, or HP Phantom, or however, whatever, um, he said, hey, if you can hit a quad feed in front of our co-leader, we will accept you into Night. And I'm like, wow, a quad feed. Quad feeds were crazy for me back then. Oh my gosh, quad feeds. Only God could get quad feeds. That was, they were that hard for me. Um, until I started getting better. I started feeding with them more. I did hit a couple quad feeds, but you know, I never really, after I hit the quad feeds, I never really cared to join their clan, because Phantom had left and he had already formed his own clan, and it just wouldn't be fun. And they weren't very active on their YouTube, blah blah blah. Uh, and then after a while, I started getting sick of being a free agent. You know, since I've had the game, I've had the same gamer tag for 2 years, up until I changed my name like less than a month ago. And um, so one of the questions I get asked the most is, I'm actually gonna go over a couple questions I get asked a lot. Is the first one is, why aren't you a trick shotter? Why don't you trick shot? Uh what's so bad about trick shotting? And my answer is it's kind of like someone being better on their right hand than their left hand, you know? You're just naturally better at something than the other, and I'm naturally better at kill feeding than trick shotting. Number one, I don't really play on a very high sensitivity. Um, Number two, I think it's just plain hard. And number three, I I really like in private matches, I would I'd get a bunch of my friends and I would hit feeds off them, and that made me feel good. That made me feel proud that I hit a feed. And with trick shots, you could hit multiple clips in one game, and I'm not bagging on any trick shotters. I love trick shotting. It's crazy. Any kind of trick shot I love. Um, but it's actually not as special as kill feeding. And people don't I think people don't respect kill feeding as much as trick shotting because trick shotting seems more complex. But for kill feeding, you need to learn the spawns, you need to be dead on accurate, but you need to be dead on accurate for trick shotting too, even more so. So that's the reason why I'm a kill feeder and not a trick shotter. And then the second question is, how did you get into a clan? How do I get into a clan? Especially a big clan. And to be honest, my clan isn't too big. It's actually going pretty well right now. I've got all my clips for my introducing episode. It's gonna be uploaded soon. Editing's not done yet, but it'll be uploaded soon. But this is how I got into my clan C's. Okay, so after I got sick and tired of being a free agent, I got 5 of my best clips, so far. It was for a recruitment challenge, but I'm not really gonna talk about that right now, since it's a long story. And, so I got my 5 best clips that, I hit at the moment. Obviously, I have better clips now. So I made a mini, and I started sending it to all these clans, and about 3 replied, and the one that really caught my attention was the clan I'm in right now, C's, because they had really good content, and I thought that this clan is gonna get big. And so I joined them. He asked me for my Skype, and it turns out I got into C's. And I need to wrap up this commentary. Okay, peace, guys. See you later.